The road not taken. Let Pope Francis says, the whole of our life must pass through the narrow door, which is Christ. My dear friends, The Road Not Taken is a beautiful poem by Robert Frost. In the narrative, the poet was walking along a road when he found a place where two paths in different directions. He felt so sorry that he couldn't go both ways and he had to pick just one. Standing there, he tried to see down each path but couldn't because they were full of trees. It was an autumn season and the forest was with yellow leaves on the ground. The poet thinks about how in life we all have times when we must choose between options, thinking carefully before deciding. Similarly, he takes his time before making a choice. Eventually, he picks the less traveled path with grass, thinking it might be better. He knows once he goes forward, he can't go back. This is like life where choices often lead to unchangeable outcomes. The moral is, the decision of taking a less common route in life has deep meaning. This highlights the importance of making thoughtful decisions because they shape our future. Today's readings invite us to make choices, to enter through narrow gate and to take the road not taken. Are we ready for the same? The first reading from Isaiah tells us that God is bringing people from all over the world, every nation and culture, to join His family. He will welcome them and even make them priests, which shows that no one is an outsider in His kingdom. The second reading from Hebrews explains that when we face difficulties, our God corrects us. It's not to punish us, but to discipline us out of love. Just as a good parent disciplines a child, God's challenges are meant to help us grow stronger and to become more like Him. The Gospel is the most important reading where Jesus warns us not to be lazy about our faith. It may imply the following. First, don't wait. We need to strive to enter through the narrow door now because the door won't be open forever. Second, be real. Just knowing about Jesus or going to the church is not enough. We need a real, personal relationship with God. Third, surprise. God's judgment is different from ours. Many who think they are first will be last. Many who think they are first will be last. And many who might think are last will be welcomed into God's kingdom. What's our takeaway from today's liturgy of the word? First, the right effort at the right time. Jesus tells us to strive to enter through the narrow door. This means that getting into God's kingdom is not automatic. It's a choice that requires effort and commitment. It's not about what we plan to do one day, but what we do now. The door won't be open forever, so we need to act with urgency. St. Augustine is a perfect example for this. For years he knew about Christianity, but lived a wild life, famously praying, "Grant me chastity and continence," but not yet. Eventually he heard a child's voice say, "Tol lege," a Latin phrase which means take up and read, and he opened the Bible to Romans chapter 13 verse 13 to 14, which spoke of living honorably and putting on Christ. This moment of true commitment led him to conversion and a life dedicated to God. He teaches us that not yet has to become now. Second, being religious is not enough. Many people in the story say to Jesus, "We ate and drank in your presence and you taught in our streets." But he tells them, "I do not know where you come from." This shows that just knowing about Jesus or being a part of a church is not enough. What matters is a real, personal relationship with God that changes how we live. St. Francis of Assisi shows us what a true relationship with Jesus looks like. He grew up wealthy and was very popular, but When he truly encountered Christ, he gave up everything, his money, his comfortable life, even his clothes, to follow Jesus completely. His life was not just about knowing Jesus' teachings, it was about living them out fully. St. Francis reminds us that true faith is not about what we do for God on the outside, but about what God has done in us on the inside. Third, God's surpassing judgment. The passage ends with a twist. People who expect to be first might be last, and the last might be first. This is a warning against pride and a reminder that God's kingdom is not just for a select group. It's for anyone who truly follows Him, no matter their background. It's a humbling thought that challenges our assumptions about who is in and who is out. St. Mary Magdalene is a perfect example of someone who was last and became first. She was a woman from whom Jesus cast out 7 demons, and she was likely considered an outcast by society. Yet, she became one of his most devoted followers. She was the first person to see the risen Christ and was sent by him to tell the apostles the good news, earning her the title Apostles to the Apostles. Her story is a powerful reminder that God's grace can elevate anyone, no matter their past. Am I ready to enter through narrow gate, to make a unique choice, and to take the road not taken? Let us ask ourselves. Have a choosing Sunday. Live Jesus.